The act allows presidents to call on reserve or active duty military to respond to civil unrest in states. The authority is not reviewable by the courts, though the president must first request that the participants disperse. In this case, that would be the hundreds of people protesting federal immigration raids in L.A. President Trump already deployed 2,000 California National Guard troops to Los Angeles to protect federal immigration agents. I'm Daniel Martindale. Protesters attacked the autonomous vehicles late Sunday afternoon, slashing tires, smashing windows, and spray painting them with anti-ICE messages. Other Waymo cars had their doors torn off, and at least 3 were set on fire. One of the protesters involved appeared to be using a makeshift flamethrower. People also threw lime scooters at the burning Waymo cars. David Huerta is the president of the Service Employees International Union of California. He was detained while documenting a federal immigration raid in Los Angeles on Friday. Labor officials have since been protesting his arrest and calling for his release. Huerta was also injured while clashing with law enforcement. He was treated at a hospital before being transferred to the Metropolitan Detention Center. On Tuesday, Bass also issued an 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew for a part of downtown L.A. The curfew covers a 1 square mile area where the majority of the violence and vandalism has taken place since last Friday. It is expected to remain in place for at least several days. Dozens more people were arrested on Tuesday. LAPD officers issued another dispersal order after declaring an unlawful assembly outside of the downtown Federal Building. Protesters also again made their way onto the 101 freeway. Multiple reports say deploying thousands of troops to the region for 60 days will cost an estimated $134 million. President Trump has sent National Guard troops and Marines to L.A. during violent protests against federal immigration raids. Federal officials say the costs are largely for travel, housing, and food for each troop. Governor Gavin Newsom has said only 300 National Guard troops are actually deployed, and the rest are sitting in federal buildings without orders. In a statement released Wednesday, the U.S. Department of Justice says the LAPD and other law enforcement agencies have been unable or unwilling to control anti-ICE protesters. The DOJ also says local and state law enforcement have been unable to bring order to the city. The state of California is suing the federal government, challenging the legality of the military deployment orders. State Attorney General Rob Bonta says the feds are acting like there's uncontrolled and uncontrollable rebellion and invasion. The state sued the federal government on Monday, trying to block its deployment of the military in Los Angeles amid anti-ICE protests. President Trump has federalized thousands of California National Guard troops against Governor Gavin Newsom's wishes. He has also sent 700 Marines into the city. California Attorney General Rob Bonta says it's appropriate for the court to take the state side. Bonta also says Trump is making an unlawful power grab and is violating the U.S. Constitution. City Administrative Officer Matt Sabo made the announcement on Monday. Nearly $17 million of the total is connected with the LAPD. Officers have earned more than $11 million in overtime in the past week and a half. There has also been an estimated $593,000 in damage to city buildings. It has cost more than $523,000 to clean streets and more than $85,000 to clean up graffiti. Sabo expects the totals to climb. It comes after federal agents were denied entry into the Dodger Stadium parking lot on Thursday. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security says Customs and Border Protection vehicles were briefly at the stadium, adding that it was unrelated to any operation or enforcement and had nothing to do with the Dodgers. Earlier this week, the Dodgers organization said it would be announcing plans to assist immigrant communities impacted by ICE raids across Los Angeles. I'm Daniel Martindale.